some things just go together, right? Mergers and acquisitions, peanut butter and jelly, but now video games and television. My next guest is putting the two together and is also revolutionizing the game industry in the process. Here for our CEO sit-down is Lars Buttler of Trion Worlds. Lars, good to have you with us on Bloomberg.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
When you talk about online gaming, what exactly is that? Because you're sitting in front of a screen, you're on a computer or a mobile device, but it's online.
Yeah. Well, there are many forms of online gaming today. There are social casual games on Facebook, or they are high-quality games that rival video games, but they are server-based. So you can actually play with many, many friends. You can play with hundreds of thousands of people in worlds that evolve, that change all the time.
All right, so if you can play online with them, that means these games have to be hosted somewhere, right? I mean, somewhere this has to live and you're interconnecting with them. Is that something that is going to just continue to grow?
Truly.
Yes, correct. They are hosted, and it actually means that it is very hard to pirate those games. They are also live. They evolve. They rival, living worlds. And so this is actually one of the fastest growing segments of the games industry. And there are markets like Korea or China where you can see what a massive potential these online premium games already have.
Now, what kind of price points do these games have? Because it seems as though if you're doing something online, there might be a meter running somewhere.
Well, they are very different models. There are games that are advertising supported, just like television. There are games that are so-called microtransaction supported. It means you play for free, but you buy certain things in the game.
Virtual things.
Virtual things. You know, you buy a sword, you buy a car, you buy anything that makes you feel better or stronger. And then there are also subscription models or pay for playtime.
And you've got some big investors backing you right now. Tell us about those and what have they put in? About $100 million so far?
Yeah, we have announced about $100 million. We have raised a little more than that. Our investors include 3 of the world's top 5 media companies, Time Warner, NBC Universal, and Bertelsmann, Europe's biggest media company.
So it's not a game, really. This is serious business.
Well, it's fun, and it is serious business.
Now, what is the next step for a company like Trion? What are your goals?
Well, we are about to launch some really game-changing products. Early next year, we will bring to market a game called Rift, which is a next-generation role-playing game. There are games out there like World of Warcraft that make a lot of money. They make actually over $1 billion in revenue every year. And we are bringing to market the next generation of this kind of game. And then over the next few years, we have an entire portfolio of those large games covering different big genres of video games, role-playing, strategy, action. And all of those games have different gamer audiences, but they're all addressing large parts of the gaming segment. They're all server-based, live, dynamic, hard to pirate, and have all these interesting business models like subscriptions, microtransactions, and advertising.
What about the role of games where the actual player is hooked up to various types of sensors and can, in a sense, be immersed in it, whether it's Microsoft's Kinect or some kind of interactive suit that you would wear that captures even your brainwaves?
Well, you can have all these things over time. The interesting fact is that as long as your game lives on powerful servers, it can evolve, it can change. And if you're part of the experience and you get more and more immersed, it will feel more and more real and will give you a more and more interesting experience.
Are you seeing that these types of online games are being played by all members of the family, not just typically the teenage boys?
Well, it's really once a gamer, always a gamer. So as people get older, they stay with their favorite game types and game categories. So the gamer audience is constantly growing because people are constantly getting older. So it's really everybody these days. You know, we have investors that play that are in their 50s or 60s, and they play more than I do.
What's your favorite game?
It used to be a game called Civilization. It's a turn-based strategy game. The game I play now, and which is my great favorite, is one of our games called Rift, the game we are launching next year.
Rift?
Rift.
And how do you do?
It is in alpha right now. The feedback we're getting from the players and the journalists is fantastic.
And are you good at the game?
I'm pretty good. I'm not one of the best, but we have fantastic gamers in the company, and we have lots of guilds already that play in the alpha, and there are lots of people that beat me, of course.
Lars Buttler, appreciate you coming in, Chief Executive of Trion World. Thank you very much.
Thank you.